It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes, like behind the O-line, soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, playing.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Big Game Sports Buzz, where the sports fanatic and the pro athlete get together and talk about sports and everything else around it. I am one of your hosts, Jay Stoggs, the Buff Nerd. Let's go. And of course, I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the reason why the show is even named what it's named, Big Game James. What up, Big Game? What up, dude?
Hey, what's up, Buff Nerd? Long time no see.
Man, it's been a minute. I've been missing you, my guy. I've been missing you.
That.
No homo.
Hey, I don't even think they say no homo no more. I think they go.
They don't.
No,
it's all
no
good.
Sussy.
All right.
Don't be sussy, coach.
Sus.
That's what they like to say. Don't be sus. Nah, hey, I feel you. No homo. I get you.
Yeah.
Dog. It's been a long time.
No, yeah.
Hey, the sentiments
sure.
are the same from my end
Yes, sir.
to yours. And I just hope you can see me well, because I know you don't have your
wow.
your nerd goggles on today.
You know what I'm saying? My my nerd goggles.
Why don't you tell the listeners what happened to your nerd goggles?
Let me tell y'all something. Look, I love dogs, I love pets. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this thing that I got right now going on, this is the second pair this dog has decided to chew up. And it was on my nightstand, and he just said, "Hey, let me chew this." And my son was sitting right next to it, like, whatever. So I have.
So tell me, little man would watch the dog chew the glasses.
Yeah, it was like, I'm watching my show. My show was on, so I didn't tell you that part, but yeah, it's like I'm watching my show. So
like dad.
No, nothing. I got nothing. So I'm going with the, a more sleeker look, if you will, more aerodynamic look. I can't see, so basically, I'll just know that all the Cowboys haters, I still know you. I can feel you. So
hey,
it's all good.
Though, Jay,
what's up?
Hashtag FDK. Just remember that. Hashtag FDK. 2023.
Word. Okay. Cooper Rush. Let's go. So hey. We got a great show for you. Of course, we got our 4 downs that's coming up, right? We're going to do that. We're going to talk about what's going on. Herm Edwards, who knows, man, it's a mess. Also, we're going to talk NFL within our 4 downs. We got our old hell no segment. Hey, what stupid is going on in the world? And we're going to have in between the lines, and of course, our top 5. And the one segment that I love to hate to miss, is one guy. Look, he was about to say it. Don't forget, one got to go, dog. One gotta go. So, of course, we'll have that. But hey, we're gonna have fun as always. Make sure that you comment. We is live, Joe. What up, my guy? Good to see you. It's been a minute. So hey, it's Saturday. Some of y'all are watching some of y'all teams. Some of y'all are not, because they are trash. So it's all good. Or they're just not showing them because they're trash. So I'm glad you're here. Glad you're with us. It should be fun.
Hey, you back in rare form. Don't take long for you to get back on track at all. I love it.
What you got to say, Joe? How about them? Oh,
I already know. He gonna talk about them Fins.
The Dolphins.
Don't worry, dog. We got the Fins written down
in
the conversation today.
About them Fins. Yes, we would definitely be talking about the Fins and Tua Tagovailoa and what is going on. Now, I know I said it wrong, but it's okay. You know who I'm talking about.
Hey, Jay, you ready to go ahead and get this thing started?
Man, start us off, man. Let's get it.
All right, but before that, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up while you watching the show. Give us that like, and if you ain't already doing so, please subscribe. But without further ado, let's go.
Yeah. All right, first down, and of course, don't let Joe be the first one to come in here, right? Don't let him be that. Joe, we love you, but yo, don't let him be that first one because who wants a Dolphins fan as the first one in? Anyway, what's cracking for that first down? Yeah, I'm in rare form already. I'm in rare form. My God, yo, first down, Brett Favre and the fraud.
Really. But go ahead. We'll rework this thing. That's fine. We'll go Brett first.
What you want to do?
No, I was gonna say congrats to the Las Vegas Aces first and winning the WNBA.
Yeah, that's a fourth down. Okay, yo,
I do that. Yeah, I rewrote.
He's an audible.
I did.
He's calling the audible.
Hey, but you know the reason I put this down, Jay, I want to talk about it first and foremost, man. This was a cool WNBA playoff. Some good series went on, and for Becky Hammon to get another one, get one as a coach and as a player, and for what's the girl name? A'ja
Wilson.
A'ja Wilson to go ahead and she's won so many other things. To go ahead and add this to her resume of accomplishments is amazing. But a year before this, when the Chicago Sky won the championship, they showed the parade on TV. And it was like 7 people that got let out of elementary school to go watch the parade, right? It was awful. It was god awful. I mean, it's like they had 5 people there, and I think they all worked for the Chicago Sky. The city of Las Vegas did it up for them. Mark Davis being part of that culture out there and being involved with the Aces, the Raiders owner. Man, they had the strip shut down. They had it out there like big parade style. It was jam-packed, man. And just for them to get that recognition and for the NBA stars to try to also pour attention into it. It was just amazing to me. So, man, I just want to shout out the Las Vegas Aces on winning a WNBA championship and the city of Las Vegas laying it out for them to show me that, Sin City knows how to party, and Chicago, take note if y'all ever make it back again.
Well, I mean, everybody knows that. They have ads that literally run. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So,
but it doesn't really anymore. You know that's a lie. That's a lie, right, Jay?
That, I'm looking at this, and big shout out to WNBA for sure for this and the Las Vegas Aces. I'm thinking they need to move this up, right? They need to figure out the time schedule where it gets moved up because it gets lost in the wash of the NFL season and of college football.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm a big proponent of WNBA, love them, but let's move that up, figure something out to where it's not getting swept up in the NFL, right?
Right.
Have it in right before. Help. No one's watching preseason. Have that joint during that time. No one's playing in preseason anyway. Have it during that time.
Which we need to
talk about. Just saying.
But yeah, good point. Good point, man.
But shout out to the Aces. Shout out to old girl. I guess, can I call her Coach Old Girl? Can I say that?
Becky Hammon?
Yeah.
Why she gotta be old girl?
Because, man, that's like familiar. It feels good to say old girl. Oh,
give Becky Hammon her flowers. Don't say old girl. Shout out to Becky Hammon.
Shout out to Coach Becky Hammon.
Hell of a player.
Rookie coach.
Great coach. Did her thing. Congrats.
Yeah, that's it. Shout out to her. All right. What's the second down then, since I don't know what's going on this show today?
Hey, Herm Edwards.
That's what happens when I have glasses.
Not only did he get fired on the football field, he didn't even make it to the locker room. It's rumors and stories now that coaches on his own staff were leaking information so other teams could whip him. What the heck? That really almost made it the second segment. But we just got to talk about how tasteless to me it was done. Now, Jay, you're familiar about reading stories. USC got Lane Kiffin.
Yes, sir.
At the airport. They didn't let him get on the plane, but they did let him address his team after the game, right? They just paid for him to go coach on a commercial flight opposed to flying back on private jet, right? So for Herm Edwards to be intercepted in the corner of the end zone by the school president and the athletic director to be fired, I think was a big crock of what Joe just put on the screen. But I definitely want to get the nerds side of the story.
Man, look, and Elijah, we got you. We definitely got you. The problem with the Herm Edwards at Arizona State is that he really never had, in my opinion, the boosters and the backing that he should have had. Okay. Yes, his best friend was the AD, but the ADs don't run the show. You know this.
Right.
The boosters run the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened in Texas. That's what happened at A&M when you see certain types of coaches who are good coaches, they're running their program how they want to run it, but they're not getting the results the boosters feel they should. Well, we gonna get you some way somehow, and every booster has a finger, a pulse of what's going on. So to me, it's sad how they did it. They shouldn't have give the man the respect because he deserves it. He definitely deserves the respect of, hey, look, we're gonna do this on the plane, we're gonna do this in the locker room, we're gonna do this somewhere else, and let him go on about his way. But to embarrass him like that and support, and reportedly, they didn't fire him right then and there. They just said, "Hey, we need to have a conversation," which essentially is, if going to fire you, right? So
that's
when
all.
they say,
But this is the thing that got me after the fact, Jay.
yeah,
How the hell I come to you as someone I
Mhm.
trust to work for me, be on my staff.
right,
You had to help set sabotage. You start to send our weekly play, game plan to our opponents to help
yeah, man.
get
Look,
a jump on beating me. Hey man, this thing gonna trickle off the field, and it's a whip ass time. It's time to pull that can out and take it
listen,
to
man.
you.
Listen, it's like in Game of Thrones, right? House of Dragons, where you have the brother of the king messing around with the daughter, right? Just so he can sully his name. Like, hey, see, you can't control your house. Like, it's the same thing here, man. It's all politics, and people want who they want there. And if you can't, they give you so much leeway. And after that, that's the end of it. That's the end of it. So yeah, it's a sad situation. I know Herm Edwards deserves a lot more. He'll be back in the booth. We'll be hearing him talk and analyze things. And I love him there anyway. Cool, fine. It didn't work at Arizona State. It should have. I don't know if he gets another job though as a head coach in the college ranks.
This doesn't look good. I don't know what Power
No.
5 school will give him a chance.
Yeah.
Do I think he can get it done? Yes, but at the same time, it's going to have to be the right program that's going to back him the way you said. And if this happened with his best friend in his corner, shit, the chances are slim anywhere else, man. Hey, Herm, go ahead and go sit down in that nice house in the desert, sip on some cold, get the rest of your paycheck for the rest of this year, then go jump on that NFL analyst booth. And give me some more of those sound bites. I love when I see you on ESPN.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
But you know what? But you know what though? I would also love to see him possibly in the HBCU ranks. I mean, listen.
Oh,
say what you
Jay. That didn't even think of that one, dog. That is a very good point, my friend.
I mean, you see what's going on at Jackson State. You see what's going on at Grambling. No, you got Hugh Jackson at Grambling. Boy, don't you do that.
Hey, light skinned
I
brothers.
got you. And you got Eddie George.
You
got Eddie George at Tennessee State. He's like, I mean, he's like half a shade from Christopher Williams. So,
hey,
don't wake me.
I think HBCUs have a pigmentation requirement.
No, not with Eddie George. Eddie George broke
that. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. It's a bad joke.
I know. Eddie George broke that though. That's why I'm with you. But I'm just saying that there are plenty of HBCUs that would definitely welcome him there. And now that they're starting to get on TV and get those contracts, right?
True that. Yes, sir.
I mean, you can look at those different schools: TSU, Bethune-Cookman, Florida A&M already has a great program. But I mean, there's Alabama A&M. I mean, there are some definite great
Tuskegee,
programs. Tuskegee, North Carolina A&T, like
Delaware
they're
State.
great.
Yeah, it's a lot of
So he definitely can slide in there, run the program how he wants to, right? And now with this NIL, right, he definitely can say, hey, look, I've coached on the pro level. I analyze NFL teams and players every day. I've been at a D1 school. I can show you how this can be done. And that's it. I mean, that's what Deion does. That's what Hugh does. That's what Eddie George does. And that's why their programs are starting to thrive and not survive. And that's why you see them on TV.
That is
So I
very
think
true.
he can definitely do that. If he
Jackson
doesn't
State
want
is
to
changing culture.
Oh my gosh. Bro,
And let's not take anything away. Let's go back and say thank you again to one of your top 5 coaches of all time, Mr. Eddie Robinson, for doing what he did at Granville State University.
Absolutely.
To still even make that something that prime time wanted to get into. And I think it all does trickle back to that. And it kind of, when Eddie Robinson died, it kind of got away from a lot of mainstream people. But I know people who love HBCU and especially SWAC football.
Oh, yeah.
Always praise the late, great Eddie Robinson. And I think Deion Sanders, my wife and I argued about this in the car the other day. I told her, if not this year, after next year, a Power 5 conference school is going to hire Primetime as a coach because they see what he can do for them.
Oh, they're going to push. Oh, yeah, they're going to push for him. But if he's smart, he stays there. And, I think he's going to stay there until his youngest comes through. And then he's done. He may look for Power 5, or he may look for an NFL job. But as far as I'm concerned,
he interviewed with Georgia Tech last year too. And before,
I mean, have the interviews. That's
great.
Supposed
to do that, huh?
I mean, you're supposed to do that. You have to keep your name relevant. You have to keep your name out there.
Okay.
But I think the other thing though is, you go to a Power 5 school. Georgia Tech is not it. I'm sorry, it's not it. But you go to a Power 5 school, that's the leap into NFL. Now, and when I say NFL, I mean straight to HC. Like, he's not trying to be, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to be a positional coach, defensive
He's
coordinator.
trying to go on to be the guy.
He's the man, which he should be. And so if you're not going to give him full ride, like, hey, I want to run my program how I want to. I want to tell my kids whatever I want to, which he can at Jackson State. And I'm not going to speak for any other HBCU, but I can tell you at Jackson State, he can say what he wants to. And right now he can go to any other school in the HBCUs, Division II, and some of the lower Division I schools, and he can say whatever he wants to, and that's fine. It's Deion. It's prime time. And it is what it is. So I'm happy for him. Make sure, again, that you like, subscribe, smash that bell, okay, as we move into third down. Because, hey, you get to know when we're on. Right now, it's a little crazy because of football season, right? We watch, from middle school all the way up to high school to college to pros. So our schedule's a little crazy.
What Jay Stoggs is telling y'all is that Big Game is a coach, and my schedule is I'm also a parent. So 4 days a week, my life revolves around football. So it sucks because my broadcasting schedule is thrown off, which I don't want it to be. But Jay Stoggs is doing big things on Wednesdays now on Cowboys Cutting Up. If y'all haven't seen that, watch it. Even if you don't like the Cowboys, watch it because you hate them. And you can talk trash to Jay Stoggs and Trey C. That's what I'm calling Trey C.
Hey, Trey Collins. Look, we're looking for fans of other teams. This week, we're looking for Washington Commando fans. Washington Commando fans, because we couldn't find any New York Giants fans because apparently
I got somebody I'm gonna reach out to for you for this one. A former Washington Redskins great offensive lineman, Big Trey. I'll holler at Big Trey for you, man, to see if I can get him on.
Tell Big Trey
on. Maybe we get Pierre to stop by for you.
Hey, love to have him.
Elijah, reach out to him and make that happen for me, please, sir.
Yes, sir. Elijah, appreciate you on that. Because look, we love to talk football man, and that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? He did so much for HBCUs, making them relevant again. Yes, sir. Why would he leave? I agree. Ain't that what we're trying to do? Is get our kids to HBCUs? For him to leave to the big school will be a disservice. I agree with you, Aisha. And hey, what's up, boo? Good to see you. Good to see your chat in there. You know what I'm saying? That's Mrs. Big Game. That's the one. That's the one. She a Lakers fan, but folks, don't hold it all against her. But yeah, I think that's true though. He would do a disservice. I think what he's doing there now is making HBCUs not even just relevant, but now they're ready to thrive. And you can put now, since guess what's happening? Now you have the playoffs that's expanding. And so here's an opportunity for an HBCU to get into one of those spots.
Guess what they're also doing, Jay? They're now, because Division I schools are talking about mega conferences. Did you know that they've talked about making a mega HBCU? So taking the best of the SWAC, the best of the MEAC, the best of some independent
and that's what they've started to do.
And put them together, and that would be awesome. But we got to keep this thing moving because
we got to keep it going because we can talk about that.
We've had 5 penalties on second down and replayed it down 3 times. So we're gonna move on.
Third down, let's go.
So third down. So
what's the third down?
Third down. We're gonna do this one first. Brett Favre. Brett Favre caught up in his welfare scandal, and the reason I put this on here, not just the fact that he's doing wrong. The fact that it is a lack of coverage by the media when Brett Favre does something wrong. But yet, when Jameis Winston's name comes up, Jay, people still talk about some crab legs that cost $32.75.
Crab legs. Hey, man, because you know why? People love crab legs, man. You just can't just take crab legs, bro, and think it's okay. You just
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Jay.
Yes.
Is it unfair reporting by the media when it comes to what a black athlete does? And we're not talking about a normal Caucasian athlete. We're talking about NFL Hall of Famer, one of the greatest to ever play the game, duping the government for money and funds, and has buku bread. But yeah, it was a quick little runner at the bottom of the screen.
Yo, these last $32, I'm not going to use these last $32. Yo, check out Johnny Taylor if you know what I'm talking about. Look, man, here's the deal with this. You laid it all out. First of all, he's a collegiate athlete. Second of all, he's of a different persuasion. Third of all, right, it's just the fact of the type of crime. And it's a crime. Both of them are crime. But
time out. No, stop. It is okay. Stealing is wrong. You're right. That's a crime. But that's a petty ass crime. I accidentally walked out the store with a Snickers before as a kid and a bag of chips. Now my dad lit my butt up. Man, my dad lit my butt up and told me I better never do that again. But if you want to compare $32 crab legs to millions of dollars of wealth or government funding, come on, dog. That shit don't compare, Jay. Don't even do that. We're not gonna sit up here and say, well, they're both crimes. So
they're both crimes.
Hey, that's like doing Katrina.
He did, didn't he?
Well, hey,
he did.
That's like doing Katrina. Black people
he did say facts.
Were ravaging and rioting, and white people were surviving.
Yes.
Come on, man.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Big Low. What up, coach?
Hey, what in the world?
Hey, Bo.
Big Low. You just tuned in. We got to ask you this, dog. Get in the chat, comment. I know you're going to do it. What the hell you think about Brett Favre and this fraud where he stole these millions of dollars? And then every time somebody mentioned Jameis Winston, Mr. Jabbo himself, and which thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jabbo, for the picks last weekend. But
yes, sir.
Every time you talk about Jameis, they bring up $32 crab legs. Brett Favre will be talked about, and this will be forgotten, and they will just still mention the great Monday night game he had when his father passed away. The yellow jacket that he wears and dons because he's great. He's coaching back in his home state of Mississippi. They're not going to talk about the fraud. So
you know why? Let me tell you why. I can
Go ahead.
Look, and Big Low, definitely comment, brother. But I'm gonna tell you like this, man. He has to win. People love winners. Let me tell you something like that. Okay. Aaron McNair, what do we talk about with Aaron McNair?
With the way
What do
he
we
run
talk
around,
about?
his legs, his dynamic, running the ball.
We don't talk about the mistress that shot him dead in an apartment that he bought. We don't talk about that. We talk about how great he was. Now, he didn't win a Super Bowl, but he was a great winner, great athlete, great person. Jameis is not there. Jameis is, by the media standards, not a great person. He doesn't go out of his way.
Because he sold some crab legs and the Uber driver, he's not a great person.
No, he has to go out there and do this. That's what it is.
That's fair.
If you don't give the media something else to talk about other than stealing crab legs and eating W's, then what else they gonna talk about?
So let me ask you this, Jay.
What other history?
We're gonna move on because this is gonna piss me off. I can just tell. So Brett Favre's greatness gives him a green light in the past, and we don't talk about how he just duped the whole state of Mississippi out of over $3 million that he don't even need.
Did I say it was right? No, but I'm telling you, as a fan, as a person that covers this stuff, that's what it is. If all I have is crab legs and eating W's, and I don't have, when was the last time Jameis Winston was known for doing something in the community? When? Do you know it? Do you know when?
He was dedicated to the community of Tampa when he was there. And he did plenty of things.
What did he do?
He bought Christmas gifts for kids. He had Thanksgiving dinners and giveaways. That's good stuff. He may even had a crab leg giveaway. Who knows? But he did some nice things.
Crab leg boy. I wish somebody invited me to a crab boil. I didn't get invited. To a crab boil.
Hey, Mrs. Big Game. I said we need to invite the Stoglin family, the Buffner family, and I don't know what happened in translation. They got lost. I apologize. Next time, I need to tell you ahead of time because I know you need to pack a lunch in the car and make sure you got.
I do. I need to pack a snack to get up out there, but I'll come. Hey, you know what? And Joe, to that point, maybe not in Hattiesburg, but he is known within the Green Bay to have done things for them. And again, it comes back, and love it or hate it, it comes back to winning. If you don't win, yes, but why? The question is why.
Look how I look at you right now.
That's fine. You can be upset with me, but I mean, yeah, because he won. He's a Super Bowl winner.
He won.
Listen, Aisha. Michael Vick went to jail for some dogs. Yes, there's the dog lovers out here. You cannot mess with them. Yeah, and we're gonna give for stealing millions of dollars because people love dogs.
Baby, you had a typo in your comment. You had I love you.
See, I didn't even mention that. I didn't mention that.
Woo! All right. Hey, you know what we're gonna do?
What? Wait. Let's see what Joe say. But you can't forget about home, and he hasn't. I'm not saying he hasn't. These margaritas. Hey, go ahead with them margaritas, Joe. I'm not saying he hasn't forgot about home, but what I can tell you, and you have to admit this, is that when you are a winner, when you are a Super Bowl champion, when you are a Hall of Famer, those types of things tend to fade away. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what it is. Society.
We all know it's not right.
Right? But I mean, again, Jameis hasn't won. Jameis has to win. Once he wins, things will change for him.
All right, you're right. But we don't the way he played last week, we don't know when it's gonna happen. And you know what we're gonna keep doing? We're gonna move on to this next one. Because this fourth down is juicier than a zit on Dr. Pimple Popper.
Ime
Adokwa of the Boston Celtics.
Doku, Doku.
Doku, Uki Duki. Ime Doku, the ravishing coach of the Boston Celtics.
Man, he out there
for an entire year for having an affair with a Boston Celtics executive. My question to you, Buff Nerd, is it right or is it wrong?
Man,
want to know.
Here's the issue at the Slayed Out. Because he is in charge of this person, they are subordinate. Let's take the sports part of it out of, right? If you're the principal of a school.
No, hey, why are you using the school analogy? Okay,
all right.
Let's go. I just know I'm about to laugh at what you say. Go ahead.
If you're a manager at Walmart and you messing around with the cashier on your shift, they're gonna come get you because you can't do that.
Why is that a conflict of interest?
Why? What? Man, come on.
If you the cashier and I'm the manager, as long as the drawer is right at the end of the night, I don't care.
Hey, but here's the thing. How do I know that it wasn't fixed? How do I know that the cashier is coming up short, but you, the manager, are making it so we all good? Hey, you taking extra days off when you shouldn't. Hey, you know what? You coming in late.
I can feel you on that one.
You see what I mean? So it could be some favoritism there. It sucks for him because I think he's an amazing coach. I think what he's done in Boston has turned the tide for them.
Right.
And what they were able to do. But unfortunately, this will overshadow what they've done and what will come to pass. So now it sucks because I really felt like, hey, they could really take over in the East.
So let me ask you
they took over in the East.
Is he done?
Huh?
Is he done in Boston after the year suspension? Do you think he ever comes back to this?
It's tough. This because it's tough. NBA is one of those places where you have retreads when it comes to coaches. But this is a tough one. I think this is one of those ones where it's unprecedented, so you don't know where it could go. You've never seen this happen before, or at least it hasn't been put out to the league or to media like this. Right. I'm sure it's happened before, but
it happens, Jay. It's happened before.
It happens with owners and cheerleaders.
It's 30 teams in the NBA.
Yeah.
And y'all trying to tell me this is the first time a coach has fraternized with the help in the building?
No.
It's happening.
No.
This got leaked because her husband, I heard, also works on the team. And he got to be bitter about finding out that the buns of his wife got beat by the head coach.
Well, hell yeah. That's a walk-off right there.
Hey,
yeah.
You know what? Hey, Jay. Before we get to camera, you know what the husband said when all this shit happened?
What, man? What? Curious.
Oh hell no! 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 Oh hell no!
Oh hell no!
Yeah. Oh hell no. Boy, you good.
Great.
You so good on that.
Boy, I pat myself on the back for that.
No, boy, that's my right there. That right there. Woo. Man, hey, look, I don't even have, man, just go ahead because I don't even have word. I know what mine is. I think we have the same one, but it's just,
okay. This is last week. I had a chance, an opportunity to watch my Tampa Bay Buccaneers take on the New Orleans Saints. And a big shout out to Big Q and the Sports Coma for having me on last Friday for a Saints Buccaneers preview show. It went great. The Black and Gold family treated me with a lot of love. They was also very disrespectful with the score predictions and we tapped that ass. We sent the Saints marching in the locker room.
It wasn't that. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. Your
Hey,
boy
man,
was throwing.
Let me enjoy my
Your
moment.
boy was throwing helmets and breaking surfaces again.
Okay. Can I get to my? Oh hell no! Then I'm gonna get to that.
How much?
Sorry,
man. I want to know how much he owes.
So
for, like,
with
all
my enjoyment and celebration of winning, I couldn't help but notice that my 44-year-old quarterback had temper tantrums and started breaking stuff on the sideline. It's like, yo, what are we doing? We smashing surfaces, we're cussing people out, we blaming other people, yet we still having our own mistakes. Tom Brady. Oh, hell no. You can't act like that on the sideline. You too old to have a temper tantrum and start breaking tablets. So, yes, Tom Brady, out of all the good I had to see from my defense, gets my oh, hell no moment because of his actions on the sideline. So unnecessary. It's like, dog, grow up. Quit breaking shit. It don't make it no better. And just because you got the money to I would whatever. Stop it. Stop it.
So,
oh hell no, Tom.
There you go. I had one, and it was very obvious, but by Sarver. But here's the thing: I heard this, and it definitely made me say. Now, one of my most favorite Cowboys of all time is Michael Irvin. I love Michael Irvin, the playmaker. He gives and delivers one of the best pregame speeches of all time. And it doesn't matter what he's saying because usually you don't know what he's saying by midway through it. Maybe even, that's right, because we're going to go out there and we're going to make this happen, baby. I love Michael Irvin. But here's the thing. Michael Irvin, you cannot compare Cooper Rush to Tom Brady, sir. On ESPN, he says, and look, here's the thing. Again, I love the playmaker. But you cannot compare Cooper Rush to Tom Brady because he won a game against the Bengals. And let me tell you something. That game should not have even been that close. It should have been that close.
Jay, can I say something? Not to take away from your oh hell.
Yes.
Go finish your oh hell.
Yeah. Well, so Mike, we have to understand what this is. He won. That's all he did. That's it. He won a game.
That
he is not the next coming of Tom
that
Brady.
We now know is overrated. The Bengals overachieved last year and are overrated. And A. Reed, if you're watching this, bro, I'm sorry. But I saw it week 1 against Pittsburgh. And when you could not beat the Dallas Cowboys, it just put the cherry on top that y'all overachieved y'all's asses off last year. And honestly, if I think about it, Tennessee sacked y'all's ass 9 times. They really should have won the game. They found a way not to win that motherfucker. McPherson really saved y'all. So the Bengals are not who we thought they were at all. And they showed that because they let the Cowboys get a dub. And the Cowboys, they stink like bad ocean.
Wait, hold on. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We'll give you a Kanye shrug. But we're not going to do that.
Sorry, I took it. Hey.
I know you're going to take it there. Yeah, because you're a hater. And that's what you do.
I am.
You're a hater. You're a hater.
But
all right, man.
Hey, let's keep this train moving.
Let's get it going. And in between the lines, a lot of stuff has been going on since the last time we've been on. And we kind of talked about the Bengals being 0-2, right? The Rams not looking like Super Bowl champs as of late. Maybe they lost too much. Bills. Wow. And KC, are they really missing Tyreek? Are they? So I know I put a lot out there. Big game. In between the lines, let's talk, the past, now we're in week 3 of NFL. Week 3 of
They
NFL.
gave so many nights. I'm confused. Like they played.
I know, man. Thursday nights. All these games on Sunday.
Double header last Monday.
Double header. Man, a double header.
Yeah.
But what kind of stuck out with you, man?
Well, first and foremost, man, the one team that they made me put an asterisk by to kind of really keep my eye on are the Buffalo Bills. As good as they're playing right now, are they going to be able to maintain this for an entire year? Do we already need to write them down as being a Super Bowl favorite? Because in 3 games, they look like the team to beat in the NFL right now. So I'm really like, wow, are they really, really, really that good? Or what else is going? What's really going on, right? That's what's kind of been sticking out to me. Conversation I've had with a couple different people. Really interested to see how it goes, man. And then also, not trying to be funny, Michael Irvin made a crazy comparison, but at the same time, I saw Cooper Rush make some throws and plays that look better than what number 4 looks like when he throws the ball sometimes for the Cowboys. Are we going to have another Romo Prescott type of moment if Cooper Rush plays good until Dak comes back?
Right. And you know what? And we talked about that on Cowboys Cutting Up, 8 p.m. Wednesdays, Central Standard Time. But
the only consistent show on Big Game Entertainment right now.
right now. We're coming back. Big Game Sports Buzz. It's too good to not come back. But you know, that's the thing, man, is when you start looking at that and saying, well, Cooper Rush, you know, he processes the game better, in my opinion, than Dak. He is able to work the system a lot better, and he throws the ball down the field, which Dak does not. Okay. And so the other thing is that he trusts the process. And so now you have more running plays, and he doesn't audible out of those running plays because you need to run to set up the pass. That's how it works. Okay. With our squad, you have, I believe, 2 of the best runners in the league. Not the best, but some of the best. Right. And so between those 2, and Pollard can catch out of the backfield, but cannot block worth a damn. And Rush, really. I mean, he's not Tom Brady. Please don't ever think that. But he's a serviceable quarterback. He's a quarterback that can do the job. Now, Dak, I don't know. You know, I've never been a Dak fan. That's that on that.
Never? Really?
But nah, he can't. His decision making, he can't throw anybody open.
They overpaid him. Do you think they overpaid him?
Absolutely. But the thing is, you had to pay him because there was nothing else there.
And the market kind of demanded what he got.
You know, absolutely.
That's the thing about the NFL. When certain people get paid, look at Kyler Murray running around like a toddler with his parents' cell phone against the Raiders. But the market dictated, the Deshaun Watson market dictated the money he got. So I feel what you're saying on that.
And that's the other thing, you know, I've had people, you know, in my chat groups that I have around, and you know, they're saying that, oh well, Deshaun Watson won't be the only guaranteed contract. I'm like, yeah, no, that will be the last. There won't be another.
There'll be guaranteed money, but it won't be a fully guaranteed contract like his.
No, not a fully. No.
And that's what holds up Lamar Jackson. But he said he's not talking about it no more now. He just gonna play the season now. But
well, here's a question then: do you think Lamar deserves a fully guaranteed contract? And we know I don't believe Baltimore will give it to him.
Baltimore is not going to give him the contract that he wants based off of what Deshaun Watson did. You're right, Jay. But hell, Deshaun Watson can get one, and Lamar Jackson has been a league MVP and been to the playoffs. Shit, he deserved it more than Deshaun Watson did.
But he's also been hurt. And that's the thing.
But
he is
last year was the only year that he was really banged up like that, and they hurt him when they got the
He's been banged up. No, he's been banged up every year. That was more of a significant injury. But the problem is also that I was about to say Deshaun, Lamar can't get deep into these playoffs. He's having issues in the playoffs. He can't get them to the AFC Championship game. And so if you can't get them to the AFC Championship game,
I think you can.
How can I sit here and constitute you with a Patrick Mahomes, who to me is the best quarterback in the league right now?
Really?
And yes, Josh Allen. Oh, Josh Allen would be the only one that's close to him. But who else? Yeah, when he goes back home, he's in the hood. Yeah. Yeah, they don't want to see it. And he's his own agent.
Representation, yeah.
Yeah, he's his own representation. So that's difficult. But even at that, though, I mean, it's difficult because if you're trying to go for guaranteed money in the NFL, especially as a athletic quarterback, I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
All right. I mean, we could, tomatoes, apples, oranges. We can talk about it all day long.
That's why we're here, Big Game. That's why we're here.
He deserves to be paid because Baltimore Ravens offense without Lamar Jackson, we don't even speak about Baltimore. They wouldn't even be talked about. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Because their defense is trash.
He needs some type of compensation. They got to get it figured out.
Their defense isn't trash?
I didn't argue with you. Did I say anything?
Okay.
I kind of avoided the subject. You kept talking on purpose. Like,
my bad.
They're not what they once were. We know this. Just kind of like your defense isn't what they thought. Besides Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons is a monster. Michael Parsons is a monster, dog. He is a monster.
Dallas's defense is a top 5 defense. I told you this in preseason.
In what league?
In the National Football League.
Top 5?
Tell me who's better besides Buffalo.
What's in your cup right now? Tampa's better. Tampa's defense is better than your defense.
Man, shut the front door. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. 13 points in 2 games.
Y'all barely escaped winning against New Orleans.
They only scored 10 points. How we barely escape?
Man, come on.
My offense is playing like boo-boo right now.
Okay, so that's 2. Who's the other 2?
You got Buffalo.
I'm not reaching, bro.
Tampa.
I'm not reaching, Joe.
You got Philadelphia. Philadelphia's defense is better than yours right now.
Detroit put what, 30, 35 on them? Stop it. No, sir. Stop it.
7 takeaways last week. Nah, man.
I don't stop it.
Right,
Who did they play?
They played the Kurt Cocaine, and they played.
Stop it. You know why? You cannot find 4 more better than you can't. You can't find 5 more defenses better than Dallas.
Give me an hour.
Cannot.
Give me an hour. Kansas City defense is better than your defense.
You know what? See, now who's reaching?
I'm lying.
You are lying.
Okay.
Hell yeah, you lying. See, you got me cussing it. Top 10, Joe. You need to stop it, Joe. Top 10, stop it. Top 10?
All right, man.
Dude, they have the defensive player of the year on that squad.
That's one person.
On top of that, you have one of the best cornerbacks in the league. Not the best, one of the best.
You hated him 2 weeks ago. You said he took too many chances and was getting burned up in training camp. You hated him 2 weeks ago. Now you're going to throw him out there as being the best corner? Other than the only thing that's saving Diggs right now is the toast memes of Jalen Ramsey around the internet. That's the only thing saving Diggs right now.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Listen, we knew he was going to give up yards. We knew that. Right, that's what he does. But he also defended in that Bengals game. He did not give up a TD. I mean, I'm just saying now he wasn't on the number 1 receiver the whole time, but look, that is a top 5 defense. I challenge anyone to come up with 5 better defenses, and I'll give you Buffalo, and I'll give you Tampa Bay. I'll give you Tampa Bay.
Kansas City's defense is better than theirs.
I'm not giving you Kansas City's defense. They made no improvements from last year, and they got banged up, and they were trash. So I'm not giving you Kansas City.
Trash last year? Didn't y'all go to Kansas City and get your ass kicked last year?
First of all, Ezekiel Elliott was hurt, and we had Kevin Moore. So
I love Cowboys fans. I love it.
And Amari Cooper was hurt. So what's your point?
Amari Cooper was gone this year.
Man, and now, hey, guess who's balling in Cleveland now? Last week he had a good game.
Dallas is stupid for letting him go for nothing.
Yeah, they stupid. Of course, I told you that.
You know what?
All right, what are we doing now? Oh, we're doing that.
We gotta
what are we
keep
doing?
this train going, man.
Are we doing that? One gotta go.
Yeah, we're doing what you love.
I so hate this segment, man.
Why? Right. You don't even know what I want to say.
I know. That's why I hate it. This is a segment that Big Game puts out based on social media crap. Of he picks 4 things that obviously you don't want any of them to get rid of, but he says, hey, you got to pick one because it's stupid. Anyway, let's go. Let's do it.
Hey, so this week, keeping with the theme of football, I picked 4 very popular football movies to to throw out here, and one's got to go. 4 football movies that I think are pretty damn popular and will be hard to pick one to go. So, first one is Any Given Sunday, The Blind Side, Rudy, and Remember the Titans. And there's 2 more I wanted to put on there, but I knew you would get mad at me.
I'm not getting rid of The Blind Side. That's my joint. Because, my favorite actress is in that.
Sandra Bullock?
Oh, yes. Sandra Bullock. She can get it all day.
She's like 4'11".
Shut.
And she weighs 95 pounds.
Wait, hold up. Mike! Yo, my guy, what's good? Did Dallas win with that? You know what, Mike? Man. Sadora, I don't know about you. So
Mike, he doesn't like the truth. He don't like the truth. Okay, Blindside can't go. Okay.
No, Blindside can't go. Any Given Sunday can't go.
Willie beaming, baby.
Hey, cause I'm beaming. So that leaves what's the other 2?
Rudy and Remember the Titans.
Rudy and Remember the Titans. My
name's Rudy Rudiger. I'm going to play football for the Irish.
Yeah, that can go. Yo, Misador, that's one of my favorites, bro. That's never leaving. Snot Bubbles.
Misador. The other 2 movies I had down here. Woodlawn.
Rudy is awful.
Woodlawn and The Program.
Woodlawn would have been gone.
But no one's going to get rid of Woodlawn. What? You were getting rid of Woodlawn and Tony Nathan story? Man, something's wrong with you. You can't come to the next barbecue.
It'd be between Rudy and Woodlawn. Yes, but Rudy is awful. When Joe Montana comes out, it's like, that's not what really happened. Like, yo, I'm good with that.
All right.
It's like no one carried him off the field.
I'm right there with you. Hey, Coach Herman Boone can go nowhere in my life. I love that movie.
Man.
I looked at Denzel. I thought Denzel was my high school coach for like 2 days after watching that movie. I wanted him to be my high school coach again. Any Given Sunday, Steaming, Willie Beeman, just all the greats they had in that movie. Even knowing that it was a made-up story, it was a great story, right?
Yeah.
The Blind Side. I don't know about Sandra Bullock, but just because my boy Big Marcus Price was the stunt coordinator in that movie, I could never vote against my man Big MP and what he did to help that movie come to life. So shout out to my man Marcus Price and The Blind Side. The Program. Alvin Mack and Latimer were 2 of the most fierce, made-up characters in football ever.
Man.
Rudy Rudiger.
Man.
What Charles S. doesn't say, you're 5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing. Rudy, take your ass to the back. Rudy gotta go.
There's a remake of Brian's song. Oh, there was. No one watched that, Misador.
It was? You can't remake some
there
classics.
Was.
Some classics you gotta let go.
It was God. You talk about God awful. That was God awful. No one watched that, man. No one watched that at all.
Well, hey,
all right. Well, you know what?
That one gotta go wasn't bad, right?
It wasn't bad, man. That wasn't one of your worst ones.
Now, let's get into
I can receive my shutters. Mr. Hey, brother, love you.
Here we go. Let's get into Jay Styles' favorite
top 5. That's it.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
What up, everybody knows one of my favorite segments is the top 5. Some people have a top 100, some have a top 50, some even have a top 25, and some punk out and just do a top 10. But here at Big Game Sports Buzz, we don't do that. It's either in or out. Top 5. This week, it is the top 5 plays or performances of the NFL season so far.
That's not what you said earlier. You just put me for a whole loop. You said the top 5 moments of sports.
That's the same thing. Top 5, okay.
Sports and sports. NFL is a whole different kind.
Okay, sports.
I'm gonna let you do your list first. I'm not doing my list.
No, do yours. I want to hear yours.
Because now you change top 5 on me, you mess me up. You're gonna make me look like Boo Boo the Fool up here.
I know I don't. Just go ahead.
Right. So, top 5 moments of the year so far for me is the Tennessee Titans. This is one of them. What the hell is going on in Tennessee? And are they going to be able to beat the Raiders tomorrow? The Raiders just gave one up the week before against Kyler Murray, like I said, running around like a toddler with a parent's cell phone at the end of the game.
Gucci.
And
Chief Gucci.
Wow, the Tennessee Titans, man, they got me like, what the hell? Number 2.
Yeah.
Scott Frost at Nebraska getting fired. After 2 weeks into the season. And he was like the Nebraska golden child when he played quarterback there. He was to come back and revitalize the program after doing such a great job in Central Florida. He didn't get it done, but he also got fired, and he has an $8 million. He had a $16 million buyout.
Yes, sir.
Or they saved 8 by firing it or whatever. He resigned to take the 8 and save the school 8, but he's still getting a cool $8 million to chill out the rest of the year.
Yeah, he doing what he's doing right now.
If you ever need your first black coach full time, call Big Game. I'll come there. I swear I could F up just as bad as Scott Frost did, and y'all can give me for $2 million. You ain't got to give me 8. I'll take 2. All right.
I can do something. I don't know what it is, but I can do something.
And then Tua Tagovailoa, Jay, versus the Ravens.
Man.
He finally turned into this quarterback, I think, that everyone was hoping that he would be. Very interested to see what it looks like against Buffalo this week. But Tua's performance in that game and to come back to win the game made my top 5 NFL moments so far this season. What are you laughing at? Someone said something stupid.
He didn't say anything stupid. I love it. I didn't want to mess yours up, but it's sorry. Cooper was trying to get to the ice bag. That dude was literally standing and walking on top of water. He's the second coming. Let's go.
Hey, my next
finally is healthy.
Your team's quarterback, Dak Prescott, coming into a big season where Jerry Jones swore that the Cowboys had all the weapons they needed, could get everything done without adding a big name receiver. And then Dak gets hurt. What's this really say about the Cowboys? It was an moment for me. It really was. Because without him, you think, oh, shit, they suck. The Bengals are going to kill them.
Yeah.
Bengals suck. That's a whole nother top 5. And then the last sports moment for me, Albert Pujols hit his 700th career home run last night. And after the All-Star break, he's hit 16 home runs. So the old man has turned it on in the latter part of this season, which is his farewell season, to just remind us of how great he was and what he's meant to the game of baseball. Man, stop it. Stop it.
Getting that juice.
I don't know if he put a needle in his booty or not. He's still knocking the ball over
that
the
juice.
That's my top 5.
Juice.
Thank you for not telling me NFL moments, because I could have had 3 more NFL ooh-hoos, but it's okay. That's what you do.
Good.
You try to sabotage the top 5 to make your list beats mine.
I didn't. No, it won't. It really won't. Because Tua Tagovailoa is definitely on mine. That performance that he had by far was one of the best ones of the week. Absolutely love it. And the great part is I had him on my bench in fantasy. So I didn't get to reap the 72 points.
Me too.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people had him on the bench. Yeah, so we'll see how he does against Buffalo.
Thanks, Joe Burrow, for getting me beat last week.
So that's my second one, Cincinnati. I thought they would be better. That's kind of my wait a minute, kind of moments. It just kind of goes to the NFL is a finicky sport, man, where you think it's a squad is good and now there's so much polarity where a team that went to the Super Bowl and really is both of the teams. So I'm gonna put both of them in there where the Rams don't look like the Rams of last year. And now I'm questioning if OBJ and Von Miller were really,
they were necessities. Look what Von Miller's done. Look what Von Miller's done in those 3 games in Buffalo already. He's
absolutely
the Rams miss him.
Absolutely. My next one is Kansas City. Kansas City they thought people were like, oh, Tyreek Hill's not there. Pfft, garbage. But they put up 44 points last week. So guess what? I think they'll be okay on offense. They're just a juggernaut, man. They're just a juggernaut. Burrow better than what? Yeah, I'm not there. Burrow better than Mahomes, right? He's not.
He said, "I'm looking. Look at the eyeballs."
Joe,
have you seen her?
You're not gonna find them like you can't find Dallas haters after the Cowboys win. You're just not gonna find them. Nah, they was very quiet. My social media
is still out there.
Listen, my social media, my Twitter, my text, Facebook, it was all very quiet. Very, very quiet. My group me was very quiet. Didn't hear much. But yeah, so yeah, Pat Mahomes and that Kansas City Chiefs definitely was there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they were talking at the end of the year, they were definitely talking last season.
They were talking cash money, boo-boo.
My next one is Alabama and Texas. Like, I know that's a weak remove, but I'm still like in awe of the fact that Texas came back or was playing that way with their second string quarterback who was hurt. Like, yo, to me, okay. And I'm not saying Texas is back. I'm not one of those people. I like the Longhorns. It's one of the, the colleges that I root for. Hook 'em horns. But I mean, just to see what Scarsezian has done, that's kind of been one of those things at this point that I've said, okay, I'm taking notice.
And Jay, that personal foul they called in the end zone on what would have been a safety. That was a crock of poo-poo.
Yeah.
Nick Saban got that was a Nick. That was like, oh, that's Nick. Let me give him this call.
Let me go ahead and throw this down. Because my man should have been down. Yeah, that was one of them. Excuse me. And of course, I gotta put it, this is the homer in me. Check the background. The Cowboys are 1-1. And they have a chance now to go 2-1 this next week because I just don't believe in the Giants.
I don't think the Giants are anything. Although
they should win.
Their coaches got them playing on a different level. I will give the Giants a little bit of credit. They looked a lot better than I thought they would.
Their defense is trash, and their quarterback is even. Man, the defense is not good, and their quarterback is horrible.
Let's see if y'all can tackle big leg Barkley when he's running through y'all on Monday night.
You know what? Keep him one-dimensional. Again, I keep telling you, Dallas is a top 5 defense. When they figure out
Pat Leonard for 121 yards rushing, man.
Listen to what I'm saying. When they figure out their run defense, when they figure that out, when they get that big man running in the middle, right, and locking it down, you will see a difference because they got it on the edges. They've got to lock down the middle. They've got to lock it down. Sam Williams, rookie. I mean, he could possibly be defensive rookie of the year very easily. He keeps doing what he's doing. And that's what I'm saying. You have Sam Williams, you have Armstrong, you have Lawrence, You have Michael Parsons, who's going to be the defensive player of the year. You got Diggs. You got Bell. Yeah, this defense is stacked. Van Der Esch looks like he's on a contract year. This is a defense you need.
He'll make a play this week where you all of a sudden he's hurt all the time. He can't be here. He's the new Sean Lee.
Oh, he's injury prone. Yeah, I've said that
every other week, Jay.
But you have Barr. You have backups. You have people there that can do the job. So no.
Shout out to all the Cowboys fans that say they want to see us in the playoffs. But the thing is,
it'll be different.
Playoffs first. And you're not going to win the East. You're not going to beat Philadelphia this year.
Man, that's the hump. That's the hump right there. We gotta beat them. You know what? I'm not gonna argue that point. Not today. I'm not gonna argue that point today. Because I don't think Philly has played anyone of significance yet. Not yet. Now, if they play someone of significance,
I'll give you that. I won't argue that right now.
Give me someone that was 500 last season that's coming into this season that has pretty much that same squad. Let's go. So,
all right.
Yeah, let's see. Hey, that's it. That's all we got. Like the show, buy us a coffee, help us grow. www.buymeacoffee.com/Big Game James.
It's your boy. That's me.
That's that guy, the bigger one. Make sure that you like, subscribe.
Ring call him Buff Nerd for a reason. Like he's skinny and shit, y'all.
Let's go. I'm not skinny. Let's go. I will break you. But no, make sure that you like, subscribe. Make sure that you know what I'm saying. We hear what you're saying out there. We do come back for the comments for sure. My man Joe, thank you so much for stopping in. Mike Sador, our guy, Big Low. Hey man, Big Low, thank you for coming in. You know what I'm saying, Joe. Like I said, me Sador, Elijah, thank you for coming in. Hey, I'm looking for any of those commandos, those commies. If you're out there Wednesday, hit me up. We'll put you on the show. We will definitely put you on the show for Cowboys Cutting Up, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. But I am Jay Stocks, the Buff Nerd.
I'm your man, Big Game James. Thank y'all for tuning in to another great episode of Big Game Sports Buzz. And one day, we're going to be back on a more consistent basis when I'm not coaching kids of how to tackle each other and score touchdowns. We'll be back on a more regular basis. Hey, this is show 46. Thank everybody for the love. The growth is coming. Hey, we are almost at the 1,000 mark. So if you have not subscribed already yet, please subscribe. Then after you do that, tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that like. Hit that bell so y'all know that every time that we are on dropping brand new content, and you got to quit laughing at the comments because you make me laugh. All right.
Hey, yo, 24-3, Middle Tennessee.
Who's losing Texas?
Yeah.
Nevada got murdered last night, so I know he ain't talking to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, Mike, you and Jay start talking about that later, man. We got to roll. Appreciate you. Thank you all for tuning in. That's the Buff Nerd. I'm Big Game James. We will see you next time if I can find the outro. Hey, there it is. Bye.
Let's go.